Folks, please, for just a moment, please, just hear me out, okay? I am not putting a line in the sand about lollies or anything like that. I neither feel like I am entirely educated on the subject, because no one on the internet gives me a straight answer about what any of this stuff is. They just argue that everything's fine if it's fiction, and we're all smart enough to separate fiction from reality, and nothing bad ever happens, and there's no weirdos online. So I choose to go with actually people who are in Japan when looking at something like Shigure Yui's music. And in that regard, with the Lullium Requiem Dream, which is a banger of a song, even if it sure seems like we're really trying to tiptoe over the line like we could, yeah. I have to present to the court the mother and her daughter, who are both VTubers. I forgot their names, but they're both hilarious and awesome together. I asked the mom specifically because they did a video where the daughter was dancing around the Lullium Requiem song, and I said, okay, explain this to me. What is this? Because stateside over here, it looks like a bunch of weirdos, and this is the salute to all those freaking weirdos. And she's like, it's literally just a meme over here. We just see it as a silly song. We're not seeing it as anything more than that. And I go, okay, I'm trusting the people who are native to Japan on this one. So if they're cool with it, I'm stepping away from discussion about it. Okay? Now, with that caveat established here, Shigure Yui has another song called Yui Mama Saga. I had to look for a subtitled version of it. I'll put the real version in the description as well, or the original version in the description as well. I just want to see what's going on here. Enough of you guys have suggested this to me. I want to check it out. I want to give things a shot. Okay? I will not be fighting about this nonsense, okay? Because no one actually, A, wants to fight fair about it, or actually have discussion. And until people are willing to do that, I am not going to involve myself. I just want to check out the music, okay? Let's go. Looks pretty tired over there. Okay. Okay, so first of all, pretty nice, quicker flow. I like that. I also love the visuals here. From my understanding, she's just going around all this energy, and Shigure is over here just exhausted. Oh, I thought that was a couch she was sitting on. My bad. She's sitting in a kingdom of sorts. Okay. Clearly looking exhausted and or stressed about something, and then she's talking about having some dignity, so maybe she's just like, I don't want to match your energy anymore. You're just going too crazy. Okay. Okay, wait. So the Yui beam, I'd heard about that. So in this story, that cleansed the internet of sinners. Imagine if that would happen. Okay. So we're getting a bit of a history lesson here. We're just going into Lowly God Requiem. Okay. Really love the visuals here. That's super creepy as hell. Just a bunch of people emerging from the dirt just like this. Like they're just, chanting acolytes. Oh, yeah, no thanks. It makes me think of someone did a video. It's supposed to be a car view. And you're looking through your car windows and everything, and a billion of these ladies are like dancing, and they've like crowded around your car. And it's like, I think one of them was on the hood of the car, like dancing up in your face. I'm like, ah! Anyway. Okay. All right, so if I'm reading this as is, they're like, yeah, we dropped this song. A bunch of creeps show up, and we're telling them, fuck off. Okay, cool. So that makes me wonder then, unless they knew that this was going to be the type of reaction that this song would make, if they made it in good faith of like, hey, we just made a song. if I may be so bold as to divert course for half a second, I feel like most often on the internet, intent is the thing that people are fighting over most. Okay? Like Kai Cenat deciding not to stream and instead post videos with him reading and learning how to pronounce things a little bit more, and all these other things, working out. All of those things are actually really good, and if you've lived any sort of life at all, you understand the value of being able to pick up a book and be able to read everything with it. But people are assuming such bad faith from it and being like, oh, well, you don't care about your audience because you're not streaming. What does that have to do with anything? That's not even related to what's going on. A man is trying to better himself, better his articulation and pronunciation. What are you talking about? So I feel like that's half the issue in a lot of these situations, if I may be so bold as to make an assumption here. Yeah, the human garbage parade rolls on. Good Lord. Yeah. And the fact that in universe, these characters are basically like, hey, I'm not going to be interested. Cool. I love that stuff. I love it. Make it not even up for discussion. Make it clear that this is what the character's thinking. Hey, shut the hell up. Ooh. Hey. Okay. Okay, so they're establishing, maybe this is Shigure Yui setting up the fact that I'm not your mom. Stop trying to interpret me as a mom for your life. Maybe that's related to just this video in of itself with the little version of her right here, and she's like, hey, stop it, I'm not your mom, just get away from me. Or if that's how the internet's treating her as well. You people freaking suck. I'm just gonna say, we almost lost Baby No Money. Kai Cenat's getting made fun of for mental health issues when we just lost Omar Wilson for the exact same thing, but you just can't appreciate anything that doesn't agree with your version of reality. I'm sorry, I'm just frustrated with that. Why are we the bad guys for being like, hey, respect other people? Could you please? Come on. I also was throwing in the little, excuse me, not would you please. Would you kindly? Comment below if you get the reference. Anyway, enough about that. Hey. Okay. Oh. Okay. She's so tired. Huh. I also love how the chorus doesn't rise into kind of an explosion of da 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 da, something like that. It's like da da. It just kind of fades away after that. I feel like that speaks volumes into how the emotion is paced in a song. It's meant to kind of drift on as you think about it. So very interesting stuff here. I'm just going to make an assumption after the video about what we're talking about, but yeah, we're just going to keep going here. I don't know who they get in the studio for all these visuals. I don't know who they get in the studio for all these instrumentals. But it's like they have the best crack team of people to be like, hey, here's all these cool little beat changes. Here's all these visuals we got going on. We're going to layer your voice this way and pitch this and do this and just all these things. Just make it sound like such a event, And I say this as an artist who is working on an EP right now. I would never dream in my life of busting my butt in my finances for one video. To be like, I'm going to put out one single And that better be big enough and interesting enough and enticing enough that then I can, work on the rest of the project. I would never take a risk like that at all. I'd be way too scared because there's way too many ways where it's like, yeah, someone might like the song and then they're like, okay, cool. But then you have a whole project coming out, and then that's not going to hit the same way. I envy people who just go for like, we're just going to put it all into one single. It's incredible. Okay. Oh. Wait, so they said love means growing up. Does it mean love for the people who are putting love in an inappropriate context or for someone who does not want it? Because then they're saying she feels trendy though she's old and loud and fat. Okay, as a 34-year-old man, you know how many people think that I'm like a creep by default because I do anything on the internet? Notwithstanding the fact that for the last 8 years I worked with special needs kids aged 2 from 12. I've been around the block for a while. I even work at my church with all sorts of different aspects of working with people of different ages, helping out at youth groups, all these different things. But people like assume that I'm some weird, creepy old guy for being over 30. So when we're talking about feeling trendy, I would like to think every so often I feel like I have some knowledge of trends. 6, 7. Okay, please dislike this video and leave my channel. Being old and fat and loud, I mean, depending on who you talk to, I fit that, okay? I feel called out, okay? Ooh. Aw, that's so cute. Aw. In all actuality, that is a very good mom. When you're able to forgive, you're able to understand, you're able to be like, hey, you know what? I've lived enough life, I have enough experience to be like, hey, I can see that XYZ is not really, that big of a deal. I do really want to watch the animation for this, though. This was so cute. I also love the how it's translated to show that the pronunciation is very like baby talk. I love you very much. I think that's super cute. Yeah. And the fact that she's like rising from the crowd all tied up, like, it's just too cute. She's like, oh my God. So who do we got here? So we got the Shrine Maiden kind of visuals. Oh, beat switch, okay. Oh. I know. Okay, I've been around the block for a minute, okay? I immediately get a little nervous with these visuals, okay? Because some of y'all really did need a better mom. I'm just saying, like, I get it that there's people on the internet that are like, I love the idea of having a mom, like, be my mom. And even though I'm in my late 20s, early 30s, imagining, her with the rattle and the bottle or whatever is super hot or something. The point is, though, I get it. I get that that's a thing. I get that people, whatever. That's, oh Lord. I just want to look at the design. Okay, I just want to see. Just give me a mental break, please, internet. God, why the hell did I do this? Why did you guys put me up to this? I just know that these types of songs are rife for people to argue their interests, okay? There's a reason why I never checked out Lowly Requiem Dream, because nobody gives a damn about the reality of that particular realm of fiction. You are either a disgusting over 30-year-old PDF file if you think anything revolving around that concept is even remotely okay to internalize, much less make videos about, or I don't know. I'm just so painfully aware of how the internet takes things and just refuses to look at any other nuance of anyone else's viewpoint. So I'm nervous, okay? Oh, pearls, like clutching pearls, I guess. That's interesting. she's like, oh my god. Instead of that, could you help me? Oh. Oh my god. Oh, she's chugging it too. Okay. Okay, so there, instead of na da 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 da, so we went up. Cool, I love that. My lord. Yui's there just like I need to self-soothe so badly. Oh my god. Wait. What the hell? Okay. I love the Spanish translations. I did like 2 years of Spanish in high school. I don't remember anything, but peros todos mi amigos mayores. Just to all my big friends. Everyone's watching you scream like that. Think, please. I just think it's cute that she's reading the letter. And it's all like, she gets more and more babbly as she goes, Mama, Mimi. Okay, all right. So this was that video, right? I'm going to put the original, well, I'm going to put this one, of course, in the description, but then also the original above that, so you guys can check that out. I'm not going to talk about these kinds of videos again, okay? Like, it's like when I reacted to Has Been Hotel, okay? I get that the show, is good, and there's a lot of things that people like about it, right? But because of, how the internet has just, in some ways correctly, because I've watched some videos about writing and just character balance and stuff, and how ways that Has Been Hotel has not had the most solid of writing. That would be fine if people involved in the project didn't take that as a personal offense and start fighting back about it, okay? I am not a controversial person. I am just aware. And I know that the internet freaks out about this and about the previous song and all that stuff. I myself think this is hilarious, okay? I know the internet doesn't know how to be subtle. So I'm just saying, I'm paying attention. I'm not going to react to songs like this anymore, okay? It's filled with too much nuance, it's too emotionally charged, and it causes too much discourse. Frick it. I feel like I just put a damper on the whole thing, but I'm just being honest. I'm not going to act like this doesn't happen. In and of itself, hilarious song. I think the people making this are extremely creative. That is all I know. Okay? That's all I want to say. I don't want to talk about it otherwise, okay? If you found any reason to like this after this point, please like and subscribe. And that's all I got to say about that.